So, told my car to go to Ace Hardware. I didn't know if I've showed you this, where you can just slide your turn signal screen around. I like to have it down here because I wear sunglasses with readers in them, and that puts it at the optimal position for me to view the turn signal video, which, see, now I moved it back up there for some reason, even though I put it down there. Now, I've told you before, you can, now I'm stepping on the gas to get it to go, because it was going to sit there at that stoplight, at that stop sign. That's not even a stop sign, but it was going to sit there. So I'm pressing the gas. Now I've got it back on route. So you can press the, and I say gas, but the electricity pedal. You can press the gas pedal to make it go faster than it's going. Sometimes it will freak it out, but like you could press the gas pedal on a curve where it would go beyond its turning ability, and then at some point in time it would not be able to make the turn. But adding a little bit just to make it go when you want, like for instance, you pull up to a stop sign. It takes a long time at the stop sign. Like my sister one time told me, or someone told me, that you're supposed to pull up to a stop sign, then say 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi before you go. That's what the Tesla does. So I'm generally hitting the pedal beforehand because it's just too slow. Or too long, should I say. And I'm running out to Morgan's Ace Hardware to buy one of those cheap paintbrushes, you know, they sell for $1 or $2, because I'm staining my 9th cigar box guitar, and I used a paintbrush, one of those rubber handle paintbrushes that I normally use to brush dust off my guitar, but I didn't have another paintbrush, so I used that one. And I typically roll my paintbrush into a bag to keep it from drying out, so 6 hours later, 8 hours later, even 2 days, I can put another coat of stain on. Well, I don't know what happened, but the paintbrush dried out. I know my bag was closed and it was rolled up tight, so I don't understand. So I'm going to pick up a few of these inexpensive paintbrushes because I'm always having to stain something. Now, this cigar box guitar I'm building, which you can find those on Steve Davis Guitars YouTube channel. This one has a vintage blue box and a vintage blue head, and I'm trying to decide if I want to make the neck dark or leave it just the red oak color. So I haven't figured that out yet. And I'm going to glue a seashell onto the top. I've been trying to decide if I wanted to put a seashell on the heads of my guitars or burn in a palm tree. So we'll see. This one I'm going to put a seashell on. I'm just going to super glue it on it. So there's a Hyundai N-Line. So you can see my sister's calling me, but I'm not going to answer it. I'll call her right back as soon as I finish this video at Ace Hardware. So here and she's having a new granddaughter born this morning named Penelope. So look at this roundabout, how it will handle it. It'll go into the roundabout. When it passes, it starts putting the turn signal on to go out of the roundabout. And I think that's a big courtesy thing to let people know that you are exiting the roundabout so that they can pull out if they're in front of you and they see that you're pulling out of the roundabout. At any rate, it's 73 degrees in downtown Woodstock today, a beautiful day. Beautiful early spring day. But I do know that sometimes at this time of the year, we'll get snow. So enjoy the day while you can. I'm going to go bike ride today, just all over the place. So Morgan's Ace Hardware is right up here on the right. See how it changed lanes, put the turn signal on, pulled in the lane. Now it's going to turn into the first entrance of Morgan's Ace Hardware. So there's one entrance that has a traffic light, and there's one entrance that's just a pull-out. And frequently when I leave Morgan's, it will head toward the pull-out instead of heading toward the traffic light. And it's going to have to cut across traffic. So you would think it would go to the traffic light, but it doesn't do that. Well, and here's our Morgan's Ace Hardware. Let's see where it chooses to park. Oh, it's going to back in. There you have it. You guys have a good day.